Some of the most powerful figures in international banking appear to be clandestinely gearing up for a huge change, and Shiba Inu is about to get some substantial changes. If the reports about BlackRock and other institutional giants are true, this might be your final chance to buy Shiba Inu at these cheap costs. They seem to be setting the stage for something significant behind the scenes. We can get to the bottom of things if we dissect everything. Important notice: an anonymous cryptocurrency wallet has been in the news recently for buying over 11,000 bitcoins worth over $400 million and becoming one of the top 74 bitcoin holders globally. The U.S. asset management behemoth BlackRock is allegedly preparing for the anticipated adoption of a spot Bitcoin ETF, and wild speculation is circulating online over whether or not this wallet is associated with them. They think they're getting ready for something, so they're positioning themselves. Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, may be getting the okay sooner than expected. First things first, if you're a subscriber, you won't want to miss out on this channel's daily Shiba Inu coin giveaway. You can see all the information you need right now. An exchange-traded fund ETF for Bitcoin allows investors to buy and sell Bitcoin on mainstream stock markets without directly dealing with Bitcoin wallets or exchanges, in case you were wondering. As with any stock, it opens the door for average people to invest in Bitcoin. A new era of institutional and ordinary investors can now participate in Bitcoin investments thanks to this step, which connects the old finance world with the crypto world. The cryptocurrency market might see a massive influx of capital if a spot Bitcoin ETF is approved. The overall impact might be worth trillions of dollars in value creation, even with small demand, say about $20 to $30 billion. Why? Due to the fact that cryptocurrency demand is very volatile. Due to scarcity, the price of either Shiba Inu or Bitcoin can skyrocket in response to even a little increase in demand. Let me break it down for you. Because cryptocurrency markets are not as well liquid as more conventional ones, sudden and massive purchases can cause values to skyrocket. If a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund ETF is greenlit, large-scale investors will pour in, increasing both liquidity and market trust. An upward spiral in prices might be set in motion by the confluence of increased liquidity and optimistic optimism. Prices have a tendency to go up when investor confidence goes up. A positive feedback loop of demand and confidence is created as prices rise, which attracts even more investors. This might have far-reaching consequences for the cryptocurrency market as a whole, helping not only Bitcoin but also Ethereum, and oh yeah, Shiba Inus. For those of you who own Shiba Inus, the fun part begins now. Speculation abounds in the cryptocurrency world around the potential imminent launch of an exchange-traded fund ETF corresponding to the S&P 500. Envision an index fund that follows the leading cryptocurrency assets like the S&P 500, follows the 500 largest US firms. By the way, can you guess which coin is said to be included? Yes, I understand, I am a Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu may reach a major milestone if an ETF including the token were to start. A large exchange-traded fund ETF would expose Shiba Inu to a lot of potential buyers who might not have thought about it before. As a result, the price and liquidity of Shiba Inu would rise as more and more investors bought into that ETF. Shiba Inu inclusion in a crypto ETF is really rather logical. Consider it. The S&P 500 is a well-known barometer of the robust and varied traditional U.S. stock market. It stands to reason that an exchange-traded fund ETF based on cryptocurrency would aim to mirror the market's diversity. Adding Shiba Inu, one of the world's most famous and community-driven coins, would inject that variety and vitality. There isn't a more active Shiba Inu community than the SHIB army, which is massive. With the community's backing, Shiba Inu might be added to the list of crypto ETFs, which could lead to even more interest. Greater people seeing an ad means greater pressure to buy, which could drive up pricing. Investors in Shiba Inu would get additional benefits from the inclusion of Shiba Inu in such an ETF, and the ETF would be a better reflection of the real crypto ecosystem. With its unique ability to unite the worlds of entertainment, culture and finance, Shiba Inu has played a pivotal role in the meme coin revolution. Adding Shiba Inu to the ETF would make it more attractive to investors looking to gain exposure to a range of crypto assets with growth potential. The total performance of the ETF would be lifted if Shiba Inu performs well. And because ETFs are frequently utilized by both retail traders and institutional investors, the addition of Shiba Inus to the community would undoubtedly attract additional attention, investment, and enthusiasm. The reasoning behind this hypothesis is solid, although it is still considered speculative at this time. We have previously witnessed the market-altering effects of gold and other commodity ETFs brought about by the enormous institutional investment they received. The cryptocurrency industry as a whole could enter a new age if it follows a similar trajectory. We need to shift from conjecture to actuality now, something that is occurring at this same moment. The world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance, has indicated that it will no longer provide liquidity for Binance USD, its own stablecoin. Spot and margin trading pairs will no longer support BUSD, the business announced, and users are being encouraged to move their holdings to other assets. By December 31st, Binance intends to formally cease all BUSD withdrawals. Coined at a rate of 1.1 to the dollar, BUSD is a stablecoin for the uninitiated. Its creators aim to merge the reliability of fiat money with the immutability and accessibility of blockchain technology. There will be a lot of fallout when Binance chooses to no longer back its own stablecoin. It creates a void that must be filled by another individual. The forthcoming shib stablecoin is one of Shiba Inu's most ambitious projects to date, and this is where it comes into play. Along with Shibarium, Bone and Treat, the Shiba Inu development team has revealed intentions for shib to join the larger Shiba ecosystem. Similar to BUSD, SHI will be tied to the US dollar and will provide Shiba investors with security by shielding them from the market volatility associated with cryptocurrencies. Additionally, it will open up new possibilities for practical use cases inside the Shiba ecosystem, like payment processing, trading pairs, and decentralized financial apps. Some have speculated that SHI's lead developer, Satoshi Kasuma, is working on a release for later this year. Treat is another token that is being offered alongside shib, created to serve as a reward token for the community, and a means to keep shib stable. Although Treat's function is distinct, it will serve to balance the shib stablecoin system in a manner similar to Bone's for Shibarium gas fees. An integrated ecology is being created through the development of Shiba Inu, SHIA, and Treat. There is a distinct purpose for each. The foundational token is Shiba Inu, the stablecoin is SHIA, and the reward and balance mechanism is Treat. The Shiba Inu team may have stumbled across a good opportunity thanks to Binance's decision. Since Binance is phasing out its own stablecoin, the trading platform will have to find a way to satisfy its customers' demand for stable assets. As a result, SHIA may be able to help. It is possible that Binance may list the Shiba Inu stablecoin shib in lieu of BUSD if the Shiba Inu team decides to launch it shortly. A significant step would be this. In a flash, SHIA's popularity, market value, and adoption rate would skyrocket. The Shiba Inu ecosystem would receive a huge boost if Binance even mentioned or backed the project, which might lead to a price increase for shib and shib. When it comes to cryptocurrency, timing is crucial, and the timing is perfect right now. With Binance pulling out of the stablecoin industry, Shiba Inu is a great candidate to step in. By releasing shib during this time, we can ensure the long-term viability of the Shiba Inu ecosystem and establish it as a leading stablecoin. Think about the domino effect. Listing shib on Binance would bring the Shiba ecosystem in front of millions of people, which could increase demand for other tokens such as shib, Bone, and Treat. We have never witnessed anything like the growth, adoption, and innovation cycle that this meme-based coin will generate. Delivering complicated projects is within the Shiba Inu team's capabilities. The launch of shib and Treat, together with Shibarium's development, marks a significant step toward their goal of creating a sustainable ecosystem with multiple layers, which goes much beyond just marketing. This leads us full circle